We start with that heart-racing shooting involving a Kansas City, Missouri police officer today near 63rd and Swope Parkway. Our Greg Payne tells us how this unfolded on a day local leaders were speaking out for change.
I'm tired of our children being killed. They should be burying us and not us burying them.
This afternoon, a number of local spiritual and community leaders gathered blocks away from where the triple shooting occurred Monday that took the life of one-year-old Tyrone Payton.
We're taking our neighborhood back. We're taking our streets back. Yeah. We put our foot down. No more killing.
A plea for all violence in Kansas City to come to an end.
I think it's time for the murders to stop, and I think it's time for Christians to begin to pray.
But just 10 minutes down the road near 63rd and Swope Parkway, an officer-involved shooting. Police say at around 12:20 p.m., they were called to a disturbance at a house on Monroe Avenue. Just as officers started to pull up, a man was rushing out. He tried to speed away, but crashed near 63rd and Swope Parkway. Police say after the crash, the suspect took off on foot, heading towards these homes on 63rd Street. And that's when everything took a turn for the worse. As the suspect ran, police say the officer ordered him to show his hands, but he didn't listen. Then he turned towards the officer, pointing a dark object.
He's pointing that object towards the officer. The officer knew it was a black object. I could see that you know, in a situation like this where he was in fear of his life, that he had to take the measures he had to take.
The officer fired his gun, hitting the suspect, who is now being treated with non-life-threatening injuries. But it's another violent situation in the city, and the reason spiritual leaders are raising their voices
Lord, help us.
for change.
We'll continually be coming out here until it stops, because we have faith in God that He will make a difference in this city.
Investigators say a handgun was recovered there at the scene, but thankfully we are told that the officer was not injured. Reporting in Kansas City, I'm Greg Payne for KCTV 5 News.